Okay. Ladies and gentlemen, fasten your seatbelts, hold on tight. You're in for one crazy, epically awesome, and amazing ride tonight on the Josh Nolan Full Throttle Racing Show and the Josh Nolan and Oliver Schultz Full Throttle Racing Show #1 on YouTube. Sorry about that. So with us tonight we have racing sensation Chasen Hanselman. How's it going, Chasen?
Pretty good.
So Chasen, let's talk about your racing career. Where did it all start for you?
It started in kitty carts.
Okay,
And,
what was that like for you, Chasen, to start getting a cart for the first time?
what'd you say?
What was it like for you to get in a cart for the first time, Chasen?
I mean, it just felt really good to sitting in something.
Okay. What was it like for you to get on the track? Were you a little bit nervous?
Yeah, I was pretty nervous.
Okay. So Chasen, how much success have you had as a race car driver now?
I've had a lot of success. Won 4 championships so far, so it's been all right.
Okay. So Chasen, where do you see yourself in 5 years with your racing career?
I mean, I see it pretty good.
Okay, where do you want to be at in 5 years?
410s probably.
Okay. How about about 10 years?
Um, Probably a late model or a NASCAR truck or something.
Very cool, very cool. So Chasen, with your racing career, what's the crazy? You have some crazy stories to share with us about your racing career?
Um, I don't really know.
You don't have any crazy stories like, man, I got into this accident, or man, this is what it was like to win this race here?
I have gotten in some crazy accidents.
Can you tell
I
us about a few?
um I was at a really big race and there's final lap and I almost somebody hit me on my side and uh the crazy one is there was well, there's a there, there was a bluegrass nationals I just won. That was pretty crazy.
Very cool.
Yeah, there's a lot of crazy things.
So Chasen, what's the story behind your race car number?
I don't know.
How'd you come up with your race car number?
Well, my mom and dad raced it, and that's about it. They don't, they're the only
So
ones that are 27.
okay. So Chasen, do you have a racing nickname?
I don't really have any.
We got to get you one, man. That's part of being a kind of race car driver. We got to get you a racing nickname.
Yeah.
Yeah. So Chasen, who helps work on your race car?
I mean, a lot of my family members do, and my sponsors, a lot of them showed up, and uh, about it. And
Okay. So Chasen, who do you have for sponsors?
I got Brandon Young, and I got Carl Excalibur. Um, can't think of them all, but I'm trying to name them.
So Chasen, are you still looking for sponsors for your racing team?
We're always looking for sponsors.
So if there's anybody going to be out here watching this racing show with me and Chasen Hanselman, and you want to help him out, reach out to Chasen and his family because he'd appreciate the sponsorship on Chasen's race cars as he gets further into his racing career. So Chasen, um, let's talk now about this part here. Let's say, what is your favorite job working on the race car?
I mean, just driving it.
Just driving it? Okay. So, Chasen, what is your home racetrack?
Um, Waynesfield and Eldora.
Okay.
Waynesfield's the
What,
closest.
okay. What's your favorite racetrack to race on?
Probably Owasso. Mm, That's down there in Michigan. What? I can't hear you.
Chasen, who's your racing here?
Breaking up with me.
I said, Chasen, who's your racing hero? Who's your favorite race car driver?
Um, Probably Kyle Larson, Scott Bloomquist, Tony Stewart.
Okay. Have you met any of them guys before?
No, I haven't.
Okay. So, Chasen, with your racing career, um, when you're strapped into that seat to go to the racetrack, what helps get you fired up to go out there and race?
Probably my dad sometimes tells me like what to do and kind of fires me up.
Okay. So, Chasen, when you're standing and when you're getting hungry, what do you eat at the racetrack? What's your favorite thing to eat at the racetrack?
Probably hamburgers or hot dogs, something like that.
What's your favorite restaurant to go to away from the racetrack?
Um, Probably McDonald's or Wendy's is really all we go to. So
Okay. What's your favorite home cooked meal that your family makes for you, Chasen?
Salisbury steak, probably.
Very cool. Very cool. So, Chasen, which state are you from? What state and town are you from?
Um, I'm from DeGraff, Ohio, and that's it.
Okay. So, Chasen, with your racing career, what do you like to do for fun away from the racetrack?
I like to play other sports and like ride dirt bikes and spend time with my family. That's about it.
Okay. Okay. So, Chasen, uh, uh, so what do your school friends think of you being a race car driver?
I think it's pretty cool. I mean, pretty sure some people don't really believe me.
Okay. So, Chasen, uh, who are some of your friends at the racetrack?
What'd you say again?
Who are some of your friends at the racetrack?
I got Dylan Truth, Cash Johnson, um, well, that's about it. There's a few more, but I forget their name.
So, Chasen, do you have any advice for the kids coming up in the racing world?
Um, I didn't just never just tell them never give up. They ever.
Okay. So, Chasen, is there anybody else you'd like to thank for helping you get this far with your racing career?
Um, uh, um, I don't know. Um,
So, Chasen, I'm going to turn the mic over to you. Do you have any questions for me?
um, I, what made you interested in my story?
I've been a racing show host since 2018, and I've loved the sport of auto racing for about 30 years. And I love telling your guys' stories on YouTube and doing a racing show.
That's about all I really want to ask you.
Okay, so Chasen, do you have a racing page so racing fans can follow you on?
Chasen Hanselman Racing on Facebook, and sometimes we send stuff on TikTok.
Okay, so listen. And what, Chasen?
And my mom and dad share a lot on it.
Okay, so ladies and gentlemen, go hit up Chasen Hanselman Racing on Facebook and on TikTok. So Chasen, I want to thank you for being on the racing show with me tonight, talking to us about your racing career. It's been a pleasure to sit down and talk to you about your racing career. I'll call you in a few minutes to thank you in person, okay, Chasen?
All right. All right.
Chasen, yep. I'll have you step out and I will make some racing news updates and I'll call you in a little bit, okay?
Okay.
Okay, thank you.
See ya.
Yep. Ladies and gentlemen, that was Chasen Hanselman, race car driver from Ohio on our racing show. Also, ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to thank our sponsors, Dirt Track Race Cars and Company. Go hit up dirttrackracecars.com for all your racing die-cast needs. They've got 3 of Doug Wolfgang's race cars out in 1/64 scale, the 8 orange car, the 8D white car that he won the 1989 Knoxville Nationals in, and the 29 Weikert Livestock car that he won the 1985 Knoxville Nationals in. And then they also have the 47 of Dave the Dude Lasowski, Casey's General Store car, owned by Gil Sonner in 1/64 scale. And they also have the Sammy Swindell 1 Nance sprint car that he raced in 1982 in 1/64 scale also. So go hit up dirttrackracecars.com, Dirt Track Race Cars in Company. So with that being said, ladies and gentlemen, I would like to thank Manning Motorsports and Brody Manning for being a part of this racing show with me tonight, and also New England Hemophilia Association and Walking with Wayland. But if you would like to sponsor our racing show or be on our racing show, feel free to call us at 712, call us or text us at 712-209-7138, or you can email us at jjnolan151@gmail.com. With that being said, ladies and gentlemen, have a good night. Catch you later on another episode of the Josh Nolan and Oliver Schultz Full Throttle Racing Show, #1 on YouTube. Stop.